Okay, did a lot of work on the camper today. So this is the back. Didn't do anything there. I got this section of wall put in. And most of the ceiling I had done last time. But I finished up the ceiling. And I got this other wall just about finished. And this wall just about finished. I still have to do this corner. So it was a lot of work. I've been here all day today. And again, pretty happy with the progress. Not going as fast as I'd like. I have limited tools and limited electricity. Working a lot with extension cords. And the outlet that I used to use out there, I blew that one when I was putting in the service, upgrading the service. So before the camper is finished, before I will consider it finished, I have to fix that outlet for my mom. So I'm using an outlet way on the other side of the garage. I only have 2 extension cords long enough. And one is powering the lights. So the other one I have to keep unplugging between the saw and the air compressor and the saw and the air compressor. So that's kind of slowed me down a little bit. You can see I've got a little gap up there. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to redo that piece. I had planned on putting up corner molding anyway, so I might just fill it in with some wood putty and put the corner molding. I think the corner molding will cover it anyway. Haven't decided that yet. This piece over the door I still have to cut out. And it's pieced together around the window. You know, it's several different pieces that I put together around both windows, and I did that for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's the best use of resources. In the camper so far, I've used, I bought 4 4x8 sheets of this paneling. 2 of them went on the ceiling, and the other 2 I've used for the other work that I've done, and I still have enough to do this side up to the stove. And if I had used one panel to do this side and cut the window out of that panel, I would have had a lot of waste. Also, I don't have a full workshop here. I'm doing pretty much all of this with hand tools. I don't have my table saw here. And working with these smaller pieces, I'm also working by myself. It was easier to handle these smaller pieces and easier to cut with the tools that I have available. So it's kind of pieced together. I've got some wood filler that I will use to cover the seams. I'm going to paint it anyway, so I'm not too concerned about the seams. And if it, becomes too visible or I don't like it, I'll just work it into the decor with, like a patchwork theme or something. I don't know, but I'm not too worried about that. It was a good use of resources, and so I'm happy with how that turned out. I learned a lot of things. Before I could put on this piece, I had to finish the trailer lights. There's one light on the outside there that was not hooked up because the siding was off. So I had to hook that up and test it. And, that turned into an hour of the light works, the light doesn't work, the light works, the light doesn't work, and troubleshooting that. But I finally got that going, so that's ready on the outside. So this wall right here is ready to seal up that window, the opening for the window with the waterproof sealant and the makeshift flashing I'm going to be using, and then I can put the window in. So that's pretty cool. Coming around this side tomorrow, I'll be hopefully finishing up this side of the paneling and maybe even the outlets. I'll have to get the outlets ready first, but at least this outlet on the top. The other outlets, I looked at how this cabinet is constructed, and I will be able to put an outlet here or here. There is enough space behind the where the refrigerator is going to go to put in outlets, so that won't be too much of an issue. So maybe I'll get those in tomorrow too. The camper did come with a cooler type refrigerator that I might just use for this summer and then get an electric one next year. But I am going to put an outlet, can't really see down there, underneath here, so that when if I do decide to get an electric refrigerator, I've got a place to plug it in right back there. I wanted to have this done by June. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it or not, but it'll be close. The plan is at this point to do a quick local kind of overnight road trip, see how it handles on the road, make sure it stays together, and then take it out of state and park it somewhere for the summer. And so I have a place for weekend trips and go for a couple weeks at a time, that sort of thing. But I want to do a little, test run closer to home just in case I've got any major issues. So that's today's progress. A lot of work. It's actually starting to look like a camper. Pretty happy with that. Maybe I'll back up so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, starting to look like a camper. So it's coming along. Thanks for watching.